Hello, this is Kate, the Daily Tarot Girl, and welcome to your weekly tarot card reading. So for this week's reading, I am using the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'm just going to draw 3 cards. Each card is going to represent a section of the upcoming week, and it's going to give us some ideas, some insights into the kinds of energies and opportunities that are going to come up in the week ahead. So I want to let you know that I am doing private readings right now. I only offer private readings twice a year, in January and then again in July. And so for the next week, just 7 days only, I am offering private readings, and they aren't live readings. So you order your reading and then I sit down with my cards. I record myself talking. I send you the recording and you can listen at any time. So it's not something that you have to book or anything like that. But if you're interested in having me give you a reading, I would love to read for you. And I'm going to put the link below this video. There's actually 2 different types of readings to choose from. You can get a summer reading or a life purpose reading. So I'll put those links below if you want to check it out and get more info. Okay, so the card for the beginning of the week is the Page of Swords. This is for Monday, Tuesday-ish. And Page of Swords. This card in some ways reminds me of an ace. Like the way the Page of Swords is just like ready for action, like, okay, I'm ready, I'm raring to go. Like there is this real sense of like being at the ready, being ready for action. And what I'm noticing is interesting is that she has thrown down her book bag. So she's put her books away, and she's ready for action. So beginning of the week, be ready for action. You might have to think on your feet. You might have to make choices quickly. You may feel like things are moving and shifting around you and you have to kind of fight for a sense of stability. You have to kind of get your footing. Whatever it is, you might be kind of kept on your toes for a little bit at the beginning of the week. And Page of Swords is saying that I'm trying to think, how do I say this? It feels like the Page of Swords is saying book learning might not help you. This is about thinking on your feet, going with the flow, being ready for action, and being ready to take the initiative on something as well. So Page of Swords is like, be ready. And I like her stance. She has this like very confident, wide stance. And she does kind of look confident to me. Like sometimes the Page of Swords looks stressed out or confused. But I feel like she has a sense of confidence in her stance, in her body language. But she does kind of look surprised. Like, oh, I didn't expect to be, fighting a dragon at 8 a.m. this morning before my morning coffee. That's kind of the look she sort of has. Okay, let's have a look at card number 2. This is for the middle of the week, Wednesday, Thursday-ish. And I love that this card is so different from the Page of Swords. So we have the 9 of Pentacles for midweek. 9 of Pentacles is about taking time to just be. Taking time to breathe, let your nervous system reset. You might want to schedule some time to just do nothing. Just veg out with a good book like the woman in this card is doing. She's enjoying her wine. She's outside. Do something that you find relaxing. Really prioritize taking care of your nervous system. Like prioritize taking care of yourself and taking a few minutes to just breathe deeply and really let your, I'm struggling to find the right word. Nervous system isn't the word I'm looking for, but it's about finding a sense of peace and finding a sense of calm no matter where you are. So it's easy for the woman in the 9 of Pentacles to find a sense of calm and peace, because she's, in her garden, she has her wine, her book, her cat. She doesn't have anything she needs to do in this moment. So it's easy for her to be peaceful. But the message I'm getting here is that you can achieve that level of peacefulness and ease even if there's a lot going on around you, even if you aren't in a beautiful garden. Maybe you're at work, or you're having a difficult conversation with someone, or you're going through your day. Nine of Pentacles is about finding that kind of inner peacefulness and really tapping into it. But also it is about prioritizing your, taking care of your nervous system and giving yourself a little bit of time and space to calm down at the end of the day. So midweek, you might want to just take a bit of a pause and let your body and your mind and everything kind of reset. Yeah. I also think of Nine of Pentacles as being, ultimately it's a card of leisure time, but I also think it's a very sensual card. And it's about really getting in your body and connecting with your body. And as you connect with your body, you connect to the present moment. And it's pretty hard to be in your body and feeling through your senses and not be in the present moment. Like, that automatically brings you into the present. So that's a little trick if you're feeling stressed, or if you feel like your mind is chattering away, and if it feels like your mind is kind of a runaway train. Take a moment to check in with your senses and just notice how your body is feeling, and that can bring you right into the present moment. But also make time for leisure this week. And then we have 10 of Swords at the end of the week. And now 10 of Swords is definitely a challenge card. This is a challenging card. And what I get here is you might be challenged towards the end of the week, or maybe not the end of the week, maybe, the beginning of the week. But this is the card for the end of the week. So I feel like we might be challenged to, we might be tempted to blame someone else for something not panning out for us. Like, if we're struggling with something, if something didn't turn out, or we're feeling, let down, if something feels harder than it should, it's going to be tempting to blame someone else. That's what I'm getting from the 10 of Swords. You're going to want to blame someone for this. A 10 of Swords is saying this is a challenge to not blame others. I also feel like with the 10 of Swords, she's reaching for her broom. It's like something feels out of reach. And to me, the broom is a symbol of, she travels on her broom, she flies on her broom. So it's kind of a symbol of agency and freedom and independence and movement. And it's like just out of reach. And she's trapped, she's stuck. All those swords are kind of holding her down. So you may feel very frustrated at certain points during this week, and you might feel kind of stuck and like you don't know how to get unstuck, and you might feel like your freedom, your sense of freedom and your sense of power is just a reach away, and you feel like you can't quite reach it. You can see it, but you can't quite reach it. So those are just some of the challenges that are coming up with the 10 of Swords. Now, when the 10 of Swords comes up, it's because you are ready to get unstuck. The 10 of Swords isn't going to show up if you're not ready to get unstuck. Because if you're not ready, then you're just going to be stuck. 10 of Swords is saying, hey, look at this. And there's value in noticing where you're stuck and how you're stuck. And 10 of Swords says the key to getting unstuck is to stop blaming others. Stop blaming other people or other situations or other forces. That is sort of the beginning of getting yourself unstuck. That's the beginning of starting to kind of get empowered and step into your power. I'm also really drawn to the crow or raven who's losing its feather. It's like, it's molting, or like, what do they call that? Molting. And it kind of makes me think of a snake shedding its skin. Like, it's an old feather, it's falling out. Its new feathers are coming in. And the 10s in the tarot have to do with an ending, something kind of coming to a head. And with every ending is, the start of a new beginning. And so with the 10 of Swords, it feels like there's some kind of habit or tendency that we're going to have an opportunity to move away from. It might be a habit or a pattern that we're going to see clearly this weekend or towards the end of the week, and bring in more awareness of that so that it has a chance to be looked at so that you can then release it and move forward. I just had an interesting insight, is that the person in the red cape isn't another person. This is another version of the woman lying on the ground. It's almost like that's the version of herself that she wants to be, free with a red cape, flying off into the sunset or sunrise. Okay, so let's look at all three of these cards and let's see if there's anything else jumping out. I'm just gonna spread these out a little more. Okay, so Page of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. And I'm noticing the pattern of her outfit is the same as the cape. So there's kind of a connection between those two cards. And actually they kind of look similar, like similar characters. Yeah, and let me know if you notice anything too in these cards. I'm noticing that there's books in Page of Swords. There's books, or a book in the 9 of Pentacles. But no, let me know if you notice any patterns, any symbols that are repeating. Feel free to add your own 2 cents in the comment section. Okay. I'm not really getting anything else. Nothing else is really jumping out at me. It feels like this could be a week where, you might feel a bit challenged in certain ways. Page of Swords, you might be challenged to show up in a way that you weren't expecting to need to show up. It's like something is being asked of you last minute and you're kind of surprised by it. And you think, oh, I didn't plan to have to do this today. It's kind of that sort of energy. So there might be some surprises this week. Page of Swords also makes me think of like situations changing so fast that you're having a hard time kind of getting a sense of stability and groundedness. And everything that you've learned in the past might feel a little bit useless. It's like you can't rely on past information because it's already outdated. You have to kind of think on your feet and respond accordingly. 9 of Pentacles is saying, this week might be a bit of I hate that expression, doozy, a bit of a doozy. I don't know. I never use that expression, but that's what's bobbing into my head. Like this week might be, a bit of a doozy. So make sure you take care of your nervous system, make sure you take time to breathe and have some fun, relaxing hobbies to engage in this week, because I feel like we're going to need it. And then 10 of Swords in some ways feels kind of exciting in that like you're going to have an opportunity to step away from maybe an old habit or an old pattern. It's like something is coming to an end. And I think that whatever it is, it's something that maybe has been keeping you feeling a bit stuck and not as free and powerful as you would like to be. And 10 of Swords shows that whatever it is, it's kind of coming to a head. So an interesting week. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. So thank you so much for watching. And my name is Kate. I'm the Daily Tarot Girl. If you want to learn more about tarot card reading, check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. And of course, if you want me to give you a personalized reading, I'm doing that for the next week. And I'll put the link below. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good week.